Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 112, and today we are returning with two big games in the Cups with our Lions, both of them as take on Liverpool in the Carabao Cup semi-final second leg, aiming to get to Wembley, and then take on Manchester City in the FA Cup fourth round as well. Before we play the games though, shall we getting on off camera? And of course, in the last episode, you saw our 5-0 victory over Leeds United. No late heartbreak for us in this game at the Den, as we got the victory there. And then, of course, our 2-1 victory over Chelsea at Stamford Bridge as well to extend the incredible win streak. And that extended off camera as well with the only game off camera, a 5-0 victory at home to Bournemouth. Took the lead in this game 6 minutes in, Dobby scoring a wonderful half volley, surely contended for goal of the season. Beitanin flicked it down, and Dobby, brilliant technique. The goal was wonderful, certainly contended for goal of the season there. He made it 1-0, and then after the restart we really turned it on. 4 minutes after the break, Julian Benker got another goal to continue his unbelievable season for us. He has been on fire all throughout the year as he made it 2-0. Both of the assists that Beitanin got as well for those two goals, knockdowns from headers. He's got so many assists this season from heading it down to a striker or a midfielder. I love it. And then he got a goal himself on the hour mark, so he made it 3-0, and Kabaki made it 4-0. 68 minutes in, there was also an own goal in stoppage time as well. So a 5-0 victory there against the Charities. The win streak extended to 16 games in all competitions. Absolutely remarkable. And of course, in the Premier League, as you can see, due to that victory there over Bournemouth, we do indeed still sit top of the table, but it is still very, very tight indeed. Just 2 points separating the top two right now. City just won't let us go, man. They are the champions. They are the strongest team in England. They just won't let us go. They will not let us go and have our first Premier League title in the series. If we're going to win it, we're going to have to win it the hard way, and they're going to push us every single step of the way. So 2 points clear. Chelsea and Spurs 45, 42 points, United 41 points. They still could catch up, but it's unlikely due to how good the top two have been all throughout the series so far. But anyway, no games in the Premier League today, both games in the Cup as take on Liverpool in the Carabao Cup semi-final second leg, and then of course the big tie, City at home in the Den in the FA Cup fourth round as well. In the other Carabao Cup semi-final tie, by the way, Chelsea take a 1-0 lead back to the King Power Stadium in that tie. That second leg will be played tomorrow, so we'll find out today if we make it through who will take on in the final before the City game on the weekend as well. Hopefully we'll make it through as well, because I'd love to win this competition, because even though the board don't care about it, it's not in the objectives, it's not important. It is worth noting it was the first piece of silverware we won in the series, and it would be really nice if we could win it once again. So here we go. First game, it is indeed Liverpool. We hold a 2-0 lead heading back to the Den after our victory at Anfield, and this will be our team for the game. It's 4-2-4. It's our normal instructions, and it's a really strong lineup as well. Taking absolutely no chances. Want to make sure we get the job done here at Den tonight. So we've got Fernandes in goal. He's our Carabao Cup goalkeeper, and about for retirement, Allsop, Ferencek and Pereira, with Paolo and McKennie the CMs. McKennie operating the ball midfield role, with Louise and O'Connell on the wings, and up together the lethal strike duo all season long, Benker and Beitanin. On the bench, Pekovic, Vacek, Nana, Marcel Ox, O'Reilly, Webster and Kabaki as well. So it might be the Carabao Cup, the board don't care, but I do. It's a really strong lineup. Second leg here against Liverpool. Let's get the win and make it through to Wembley. Come on, you Lions. And of course, we discussed it in the last episode as well, we'll most likely field a weakened lineup on the weekend against Man City, and most of you will probably be perplexed as to why I'm doing that. But again, this is probably the best chance we've got of silverware in a cup competition this season, and I want us to win at least one piece of silverware. If we're not going to hold on top spot in the Premier League, this is our best chance of silverware this season. So big game here, taking no chances. Just want to get through to the final and give ourselves the best possible chance of picking up a trophy in the cabinet come the end of the year. And Julian Benker, who's been in amazing form all year long, should have made it 3-0 over 2 legs, 1-on-1, and somehow put the ball well wide of the post, still goalless. Benker does miss a lot of one-on-ones. It's quite frustrating because he's such a great finisher. You've seen that this season with all the goals he scored, but misses so many great opportunities as Ricardo is through, and he himself has missed a great chance there. Terrible tame effort. Straight at Sergio Rico, and 2 golden chances for our lethal strike duo to give us the lead, and both of them miss, but Keith O'Connell says I'm not going to miss, because just like last season, Keith is having a brilliant season in a Millwall shirt. Where has this guy come from? It's absolutely bizarre. I mean, we know where he came from from Fulham. But we signed him from Fulham as a squad player, and last season he was unbelievable, and this year he's been brilliant as well. No idea what Sergio Rico was doing as he's hanging his head in shame, but it's 1-0 to the Lions, and Keith gives us the lead, and this is why Clinton Webster is staying on the bench. He may be our boy, he may be the boy out of the academy, but he's had a really poor season, whereas O'Connell is continuing to perform. So 1-0 to Millwall, taking lead just before the break, 3-0 up on 2 legs now, and it could become 4-0, and it should have done. Benker denied by Rico, still 1-0. Here we come again though. Luis down left-hand side towards Josh Timon, and he'll play it back into the Brazilian. And Luis's cross is fumbled by Rico, and Keith says, "Oh, I'll have that one, Sergio," as he puts it into the back of the net. Adios, amigo. 2-0 to Millwall just before the break, and 4-0 over 2 legs. And I'm pretty sure now we are heading through to Wembley, barring almighty collapse. So we've won a trophy every single season ever since we won the Carabao Cup. Butterfingers from Sergio Rico, and hopefully we'll pick up this in the trophy cabinet in late February to early March as well. 2-0 up, surely through to Wembley. So I made a double change to break. Paolo and Julian coming off. They should be fit enough to start actually on the weekend against City. And I might possibly actually in the final half an hour instruct the boys to, there used to be an instruction, take a breather, oh it's still there, and lower the tempo down as well, and just try and conserve energy a little bit, perhaps go to a control style of play, shorter passing, retain possession, be more disciplined though, and continue to play out of defence as well. This always backfires, take a breather on FM, you pretty much always concede a goal when you put this on, but since we're 4 goals up, I think we'll be okay. And I want to try and preserve the energy of my team, so possibly, I was going to field a weakened side on the weekend against City, but we might possibly be able to field a stronger one if the boys don't get too tired. But again, take a breather is always basically suicide mode on FM. You'll always concede when you put that on, and that's most likely going to happen here straight away. As Liverpool attack down his left-hand side with Ben Woodburn on the ball, back into the number 19, and he'll find Gabriel Jesus through to Phil Foden, who goes for goal and fires it wide. Corner for Millwall, Luis takes it, Ferencek lost out in the air, but it'll drop straight to Weston McKennie. McKennie finds Matt O'Reilly off the bench here. Lots of space to shoot for Matt. He normally likes to have a dig from there, doesn't do so this time. Also gives it him back. Barton makes the tackle and Foden gets it away. Liverpool with 18 minutes to go need to score quickly if they're to have any chance of getting back into this tie. And you wouldn't put it past them. They've got the attacking pieces and here they come. Martin Odegaard on the ball finding Phil Foden. And the ex-City boy finds another ex-City teammate in Gabriel Jesus. Back towards Odegaard. Nice ball through towards Ben Woodburn in space down left-hand side. Across the far post and it goes just off the top of the crossbar and Timon clears it away. But I think we should be okay as the game is coming to its close. One highlight here with 7 minutes to go. Luis takes the corner towards Weston McKennie on the edge of the area. And he'll go for goal. Deflected and Matt O'Reilly turns it in. And when things are going well, things are going really well in FM world. Weston McKennie's shot takes a massive deflection. And Matt says, I'll have that one. And puts it into the back of the net. So 3-0 to Lions, 5-0 over 2 legs. I felt very confident heading into the game tonight that we would be making it through and wouldn't slip up. And we've done just that. I picked a strong lineup, taking no chances. And we're going to get the job done with minimal fuss. 3-0 on the night, 5-0 over 2 legs. And with 2 minutes of stoppage time to go, Liverpool looking for a consolation goal here. Monroe on the ball, attacking the check and goes for goal and fires it wide. And it's been that sort of night for Liverpool and it's been that sort of night for Millwall. So 3-0 the final score. We are through to Wembley. We are heading back there. It's our second home at the moment. And we're back to Wembley and hopefully we'll have a shot at winning the Carabao Cup final for the second time in the series. Of course, but don't forget that the first ever final we had was the Carabao Cup final. We lost it to Manchester United. It's so far the one and only final appearance we've had where we tasted defeat and didn't manage to leave with a piece of silverware. Ever since then, we've won every single final appearance. So back to Wembley, into the final, and now we'll find out who we're taking on, either Chelsea or Leicester City. For Keith O'Connell as well, 2 goals on the night. Keith has had another brilliant season in a Millwall shirt just like last year. Look at that, 23 games, 11 goals. Just like last season, he's averaging a goal almost every 2 games. It's phenomenal really how good this guy's been in limited minutes in a Millwall shirt over the past 2 years. And again, we signed him from Fulham for homegrown rulings and just to be a squad player and a backup for Clinton Webster. But over the past 2 years, he's been that good. He's actually vying for Webster's spot on the right-hand side. Keith's been brilliant. Look at his goal-to-game ratio for England as well. 5 caps and 4 goals. The guy is a bizarre goal scorer. You wouldn't think so based on the stats, but no, he loves banging them in, Keith. He doesn't want to set him up. He wants to score the goals himself. And so we're just about to find out who we're taking on in the Carabao Cup final. It's worth pointing out in the final we won, was it 3 or 4 years ago now, we beat Chelsea in the final, if you remember, to pick our first piece of silverware. And Leicester have been in good form this season in the game as well, so it's sitting in 7th place right now. So who's it going to be? It's going to be Chelsea in the final. Leicester lose 3-0 over the 2 legs, and that will do it then. So at Wembley, in late February or early March, it's the Carabao Cup final, and it's a repeat of the Carabao Cup final we won a few years ago. Chelsea versus Millwall at Wembley. Bring 'em on. So here we go then, about to jump into the second and final game of today's episode. It is indeed Manchester City in the big FA Cup 4th round tie. 5:30 kickoff for the big one. The best two teams in England right now going head-to-head to Den. And we're sort of not necessarily letting them get through, but I'm picking quite a weak lineup for the game. Of course we want to make it through. Of course we want to get to the 5th round. We are the host of the competition, don't forget. But we've got Leicester City on Tuesday, who are in good form right now in the Premier League. And we've won the FA Cup. We haven't won the Premier League yet. And I'm desperate to stay top between now and the end of the season. So there's some starters out there, but for the most part it's quite a weak lineup. We'll see how we get on. Right now, an injury report, I forgot to mention the Liverpool game. Daniel broke his foot? Broke his foot in training, like Kabaki did earlier on in the season, and that was in the game. And Daniel's out for most of the season now. A bit of a shame, because he's a good little backup centre-back, Daniel. But he's out now for pretty much the remainder of the season, and he's the only absentee through injury. So this is our team for the game. Same instructions, although one change in our roles in the players on the pitch. Marcel plays box-to-box as opposed to ball midfielder. Same instructions though, and this is our team in a 4-2-4. We've got Fernandes in goal, a back four of Nana, the Czech, Ferencek and Ranieri, with Paolo and Ox in the middle. Pingu and Webster are on the wings, and up together is Benka and Kabaki. So it's a strong lineup, but not our strongest lineup, if you will. On the bench, Petkovic, Allsop, Beblek, Dobby, O'Reilly, O'Connell, and John Reliable Black as well. So second game, it's City in the FA Cup 4th round. I'm not too fussed, but it'll be nice to keep the win streak going. Let's find out what happens. Come on, you Lions. This is going to totally backfire though, isn't it? We are going to get totally humiliated by City today. We're going to lose like 5 or 6-0. It's going to kill our confidence, kill our morale, and then we're going to slump in the Premier League, have a mid-season mini crisis in form, totally choke away our lead at the top of the table. City will go top, we won't get back into it, and we'll lose the Carabao Cup final as well, and we'll end up coming the end of the season totally trophyless. Anyway, halfway through the first half, still tied at 0-0, and nothing to report so far. We could do without the replay as well, with so many big games to come in February and in March as well. But the first highlight is going to come here 29 minutes in, and it looks like it will come to our visitors as expected as well. Alves Miranda on the ball, plays it through towards Lee Rose down that right hand side, that new gen / regen midfielder we know all about. That's a great run, but Powell makes the tackle, Vacek wins it back. And where's this highlight going? Rose on the ball down the right hand side, finds De Vrij. That's a lovely ball to find Boateng down left hand side as well. Ranieri comes across, but can't deny the cross to the back stick. Rose is there, off top of the crossbar, behind for a goal kick. First chance for the City as we expected, and a lucky escape. Another highlight falling directly afterwards as well. Webster plays it long to Kabaki, beats his man to the ball. Dale crosses, Benka off the post, and a golden chance for us to take the lead there. Julian just couldn't take it, and both teams rattle in the woodwork in the space of a couple of minutes. Still 0-0, and after a very slow start to the game, it was all of a sudden sparked into life. And now a highlight for City just for the break. Boateng's corner, Rose flicks on, Parkin is there, volleys it wide the post and behind for a goal kick. How is this game still 0-0 as we close out the first half? Both teams getting chances after a slow start, and here we come again. Webster on the ball, looking for space, keeps on going, lost to De Vrij though, and Rose plays it long, and Ferencek was caught ball watching. Stewart is through, is he going to cross? He surely will. Parkin's there, and he's headed it into the bottom corner. Ferencek, one of our rare starters there, pushed up high, totally lost his concentration. The ball goes over his head, sails over his noggin, and it was Whitney Stewart who ran onto it. I've been scouting this guy as well. A decent little striker, beats into the ball, obviously, crosses the far post, and Parkin heads it into the bottom corner, and it's 1-0 City. Do people still use noggin as slang? For those that don't, it means head. But straight over Ferencek's head. One of the rare starters we've got out there, letting us down at a crucial moment. And a lapse of concentration sees City take the lead. So second half to begin. Plenty of time for us to get back in the game though. And based on the stats, we've not done too badly. But that's a poor start to the second half. Pingu, who keeps on turning down the contract extensions, has now got an injury as well. We'll bring on John Reliable Black down the left-hand side. And not the start we wanted to the second half. But as we expected, City taking the lead. And I think this is their game to lose. If they score a second goal, we're going to take off Benka, and we'll probably take off Ferencek as well, or possibly Paolo. Again, the Leicester game on Tuesday is far more important to me. We won the FA Cup last year. If they want it, they can have it. We want the Premier League. We're coming for their crown. We want that trophy instead, because we're yet to win that this series. As Alves Miranda on the ball, plays a good free ball to Parkin, but it's cut out by Nana. And Achiampo Mato Fernandes clears it long. And as Black keeps the ball in play there, well done by John, plays it through to Paolo. There is still 21.5 minutes to go. There's still time, but we haven't created that many clear-cut chances. Let's see if we can get one here. Kabaki on the ball. Might need a teammate. He plays it out wide towards Clinton and Webster. And Webster down the right-hand side back to Ranieri. And our right back will find Marcel Ox. Flicks it on towards Kabaki. He's got Benka with him, and he finds him. Julian on the ball, back towards Marcel Ox. And Ox the free will to find Kabaki. He's through. Oh, and Dale Kabaki gives us the equaliser and makes it 1-1. He broke his his foot early on in the season, but since then he's came back and he's chipped in with 3 or 4 goals, and there's a crucial one as well. Lovely through ball by Marcel Ox, and I've said it a few times, I'm really rating this kid. 21 years old, but he's so technically gifted. That's a brilliant through ball into Kabaki. Nice first touch, sets himself and finds the bottom corner. 1-1. Benker once again has played quite poorly out there, so I'm going to bring him off for Matt O'Reilly, and I think what I might do is play the 4-2-3-1 for the remainder of the game. It's more of a passing system, much more controlling, and see if we can work our way into the box once again for another goal. So there's still time, 60 minutes to go for a winner in this game, and it'll be late draw if there is one, and it could still be us, you know. 6 minutes remaining as De Vrij plays it back towards Winterbottom, and you do sense there could be a late winner here, and it could go either way right now with Theo Hernandez on the ball, playing into the number 8, and Sane lost out to Ranieri, and maybe a chance to counter it. Will slow the pace down instead. Again, this is more of a passing system here, so no quick attacks, but as John Black's on the ball, he does everything quick. Down left-hand side, tackled. We'll drop to Nana, back into Marcel Ox, and here we come again. Ox to O'Reilly off the bench, looking for Black. Oh, Kabaki's capitalised on a poor back pass, and Dale single-handedly has turned the game on its head like he did in the FA Cup final last year against Arsenal. If you remember, we were trailing by a goal late on, and he scored both our late goals to win us the trophy, and he might have won us this game as well. Marcel to O'Reilly, cut out, but played backwards by Sanchez to the goalkeeper, but Kabaki read it perfectly, puts it past Vink, 2-1, 5 minutes to go. Can we hold on? Right, let's much lower the tempo now. Let's try and kill this game off, keep the ball on the ground, short pass and retain, being more disciplined as well, and stick positions too. We've got 3 minutes on the clock. Can we hang on to a massive victory, which I did not see coming at all? It'll extend the win streak, which is bizarre, because I thought for sure it was going to go in today's episode against Liverpool and City in the 2 cups. But instead, we're almost there. O'Reilly to Kabaki, who once again has turned up in the FA Cup. He loves this competition. Great ball to Nana. And there might be a chance for a 3rd goal here. Achiampong lost it, though. And has given away a free kick as well. No, he hasn't. Rose continues to play. Might be an advantage, but gives it away. There's 9 seconds of stoppage time to go. And I think that's going to do it. Fernandez, clear it. Thank you. A bit panicking there. Webster flicks on. Vincent passes it back. And that's it. It's all over. I can't believe it. We've won. We've beaten City and I'm gobsmacked. 2-1 the final score. We're through to the 5th round. The win streak extended to 18 games, I think it is. I'm going to say to the boys passionately, what a comeback that was. A superb effort. I'm proud of you. And so I'm proud, and so should all of you be. And we've seen a few players gain confidence. I've got to individually praise Kabaki for once again turning the game on its head. We'll individually criticise Benker, who had quite a quiet game out there, which was surprising. I thought if anyone was going to do it for us tonight, it would be either Ferencek or Benker. Ferencek made a mistake for the first goal, and Benker had a poor game out there despite it in a post. In the end, it was Dale Kabaki turning the game on its head, and I am literally stunned. We're through to the FA Cup 5th round. I thought one of these competitions is going to go today, and in the end it's neither. We're through to the 5th round of the FA Cup, we're into the Carabao Cup final, we're still top of the Premier League, and the win streak is extended as well. Right now, nothing is going wrong for Millwall, if only this was real life. But that will end today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So big thank you for watching. So you know what, let's do the draw. Let's do a draw for the 5th round. Don't get me wrong, I've said it before, we've got a very, very, very good squad, and we've got more than enough quality throughout the team. Not just in the first 11, but throughout the team to win major honours and compete for several trophies in a single season. But it's the way we're doing it. Even in the games where I expect us to lose, even in the games where we're facing adversity, injury, trailing, it doesn't matter. We're still coming back and we're still getting the job done. And that was Manchester City, the best team in England at home with, you know, not a weak lineup, but a weaker lineup than normal. And we still managed to get the win. It's unbelievable. Anyway, FA Cup 5th round draw, here we go then. And we'll find out our opponents for the round of 16. Obviously, still some very big names in there despite the victory over City. You've got Arsenal in there, you've got United in there, Liverpool are in there as well, Chelsea as well. Obviously, still some big names to come. And let's find out who we're taking on the round of 16 then. And hopefully it'll be a home tie, because we won all of our home ties in the Cups this season. And it's going to be Stoke or Arsenal. So it'll either be a repeat of last year's final against Arsenal or Stoke City at the Den in the round of 16, as Norwich versus Liverpool is the final tie as well. So there we go then, Stoke or Arsenal in the 5th round. And yeah, I can't believe we're still fighting for, as things stand, a quadruple. I know, it's crazy. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have an awesome, awesome evening. Hope you had a great weekend. Much love to you all, and I will see you for the next episode very soon. Of course, we're going to come back with either the 5th round tie, Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to come back for the 5th round tie against Stoke City or Arsenal, and then Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League first knockout round as well. And then, of course, the Carabao Cup final coming directly after that on Tuesday afternoon. So a great night, guys. Hope you had a great weekend. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon. Bye.